Hi guys, my name is VIKNESHWARAN and my ID is 115-110-4792 and
Hi, hello. I'm Dinesh, son of Murugan. My ID is 115-110-3819. Thank you.
as you know, today we're going to be discussing about a topic that I've already submitted my report about, and it's about, do school kill creativity? So before I start with my sides of the solutions and how are the ways to implement and to improve the situation that all the students, all the education system is facing right now, we will get to know the problems that both the parties are facing. Let's go.
Hello, guys. So the question is, do schools really kill creativity? Apparently, the answer is yes. In schools, the creativity and innovations is not encouraged, and there is no tolerance for mistakes. We also shove kids into limited frameworks of what is generally believed they will need in their future. In every educational system, there's a pretty common heresy of the subjects taught in school. The most important ones are considered to be maths and then languages. And then come humanities, whereas arts are typically at very bottom of the hierarchy. Those who do well in the assessments would be in order of the marks that they were able to achieve while in class. In At this stage, that the schools does impact negativity on the creativity level of the students. The students who would not perform better tend to lose confidence in them because the schools only give results based on the assessments, not for the creativity. And then they see themselves as not being capable of handling any academic works. This is not good for them because this affect their mentality. This affect their thinking skills. And for the same reason, what would happen is that they would have a reduction in their self-esteem. Because of the same, a student who originally was smart in specific field would not be able to express their processes. It is because of out of the assessment that they are ranked as being the last, and because of the same, they tend to lose confidence in themselves. It is discouraging factor because the moment one is last in class, they end up carrying that with themselves. So that's why I say now you guys can agree that the schools really kills creativity. Thank you.
So, thanks to my partner for his side of this explanation on what are the problems that both the parties are facing right now. And my side is going to be the solutions and maybe ways to mitigate this issue and make it less stressful, or maybe giving out a solution that it's going to be helpful not for a short span of time but for a long term result. So let me start with the solutions that we think is right for the problem that we are discussing about right here. So as you can see, the solutions that I'm going to be discussing about is not only a one-sided solution. It's a solution for both the students who are creative and the education system that we are all a part of right now. So as you can see, some of the solutions that I might be giving is already implemented, but they can work or even improve it in different ways. So let me just start with the solutions. So the first solution that I have is to have classes during normal hours, but not only for subjects that we are already studying right now, like mathematics, language, humanitarian subjects, but also art subjects. As you can see, art is something which is very elaborated. Like, arts can be including dramas, drawings, dance, and many other things that a student are really into other than just educations and normal classes. So by doing this, if you incorporate all these sorts of extracurricular activities that we are doing now into schooling hours or into classes, students would not only just improve in their creativity and thinking, but they can also bring it to the next level, as this improves them in many different ways, and not just forget or ignore their creativity for who they are, and just create academic achievers at the end of the day. Because the one thing that we all have now, and which are overpopulated, are actually academic achievers. There are so many graduates out there, and there are so many other people who are just so smart in their own ways for subjects, but I don't know if there are a lot of people who are still creative enough to think out of the box and do what they want. By motivating them in this sort of way, we are actually improving and enhancing their thinking levels and skills. And guess what? This helps them to just go through the edge or whatever that they are facing, or even make them feel better in different ways. And doesn't only help the creative group of students, it also helps the education system, because you will be helping out students of various different ranges, from education to arts, and regardless, through sports too. You can see that there are a lot of changes that's going through in the countries right now for students, as they are taking so many things into their hands, and they're working it out with other groups and other societies, to just improve the creativity and the thinking of students. As you can see in many other countries, there are a group that just goes around to help students who aren't as good as the others in academics, but they are great in their own creativity. Like, they're good in other things, like dancing, like drawing, music, and many other things. So what the education system should do is to help encourage it and not diminish it for them, because by encouraging such talents, we wouldn't know that we might be creating a better future for them, and also eventually for us. The other way that I've been thinking about is the education system should also help, or even think of including this creativity into their classes. So once these two are together, trust me, the education system would improve skyrocket, and at the same time, the creative thinking of the students would not be diminished or ignored, and they would be put to thought and think well. Like, as you can see, for an example right now, in our Malaysian systems, in exams for schools, we have something called KBAT and KBKK. So it's Kemahiran Berfikir Aras Tinggi. So what does that mean? It means that your thinking level is a little higher compared to what are you studying. So instead of asking questions from the topic, they are asking something like general knowledge questions to improve in the thinking of students, and to see what are their thinkings about, because you never know what they are thinking. They could be smarter than you or me or anyone around here. It's just they do not have the chance to show it out. And one of the most important thing that I did not include in my report, but what I would like to share over here is parents also play an important role in this issue. Regardless that the stakeholders are the education system, and the benefactors, the potential benefactors are the creative group students, we should know that the other group, which is important, is played by the parents themselves. So if your children are not as good as the others academically, it doesn't mean they are dumb, or it doesn't mean they have some issues and all that. Like, there are some kids who are overactive, who are just a little too hyper compared to the other kids, and those kids some of them are told that they have ADHD and many other things, but you never know that so many people that were concluded the doctors have concluded saying that they have ADHD eventually turn out to be many people who are so great now in their life. Like they are musicians, or they are dancers, they may be artists, or they may be sports persons, but they are someone and they are at a height right now. So parents should also think about it and guide your kids in a way that creativity does not extinct, and creativity is important at this very moment. So I would like to end all with whatever that I and my partner over here has said. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope that this presentation is enough for everybody to understand that regardless of whatever we are doing, system thinking is really important, and from there we can know how to arrange everything in order, or we can know where is the problems, and at the same time we can know what is the way to improve and ways to ask questions. So my name is Vignesh, and that was Dinesh. Thank you so much.